Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I haven't posted like a haul or anything in a really long time as well, but as some of you may know if you watched like my 5-minute vlog the other day, I was in Japan for a bit visiting family and stuff, and as per usual when I go to Japan I brought back a whole load of manga. And when I say a whole load I mean like I think I went a tiny bit overboard this time because I might have bought like slightly too much, but anyway. I discovered some new manga series which was really nice, stuff which I hadn't really seen before, and I found a lot of this stuff isn't really advertised obviously in kind of places outside Japan because Japan's like the manga community in Japan is so kind of compact. Only certain things are kind of exported elsewhere, but maybe like you'll be able to check some of these out if you ever go, or maybe someone's like scanned them in online or whatever. But I'll tell you what I've picked up anyway. And some of it might have been translated, some of it not. As you know, I only buy manga in Japanese just mainly because it's good for my own Japanese and I find it helps me learn it and stuff. But I think the majority of these you can definitely find online. Certainly like the big series you can definitely find online. So first up is this one, which I picked up, called, okay, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know how that's read. I know what they're separately. So that's hi, which means day, aji, which means taste. I don't know what it says when they're together, but I'll try and look that up. But anyway, it says Honnichi Akane, hi-aji. Anyway, this is by Sakuraba Yui. I'm sure that's a pen name, that can't be her real name. And it's just a really cute series about this girl who's called Akane, which is a pretty name. It's set in like Meiji era Japan, so about I think it's 150 years ago, when Western food was just being introduced into Japan, and it's actually so good. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I picked it up because I like the front cover. I know it's really shallow, but I do still do that a little bit. I thought the art looked really pretty, and I kind of like period mangas, so that's why I picked it up. And the one good thing about this, I have to say, is that the story finishes in 2 volumes, and I got both volumes. And actually I was thinking that that's actually like such a good way of doing manga, like doing it under 5 volumes, because when I was in Japan they just released Detective Conan volume 81, and I was like, okay, I got to about volume 20 and I was like, you know what, like I'm never going to be able to catch up with the current storyline. So if you're on volume 81, good, well done, good for you, like you managed to finish all of them. But 2 is definitely a good number for a series, or 5 to 10, maybe under 10 is probably good, because it's kind of good when the story is like concluded. So with this, Akane works in like a kind of tavern, like a kind of traditional Japanese store, and she was engaged to this guy that left for Europe, and he comes back and brings back all this like Western food, and he wants to start up a Western restaurants, and she was gonna like marry him, but then she I'll just tell you what happens. She like breaks off the engagement and marries someone else, blah blah blah. But the manga in it is so nice. Well, I really liked it. I know, sorry, as you can't really tell from this, but it's like, oops, like I'm still the kind of person, like I do judge manga on the artwork a little bit. Like, I like it, if I like the artwork I'll tend to like the manga more. I might do a video on this because I know it's like not controversial, but there's a lot of discussion about it, like, how much should you judge a manga by its artwork. I do judge it. I just like looking at pretty manga artwork, but luckily in this case the story was good as well, so I definitely recommend that. The other series I picked up is called Shitsuren Chocolatier by MIZUSHIRO Setona. This is actually a drama at the moment in Japan. Literally, it's out right now. Maybe someone's like uploaded it, but I'm sure it could be uploaded in like next year or so. And it stars Matsumoto Jun, the guy from Arashi, who was also in Hana yori dango live action, which I really really enjoyed. And actually recently I've caught up on all of it again, so I watched the first series, second series, and the film as well. The first series was still the best, like by far. But anyway, it's about this guy who basically falls in love with this girl and then starts a chocolate shop on behalf of her, and everything he does is shaped by what she does. anyway, he comes back, he goes to Paris to study like chocolate making, and then he comes back and finds out she's married, and then the whole story like starts from there. I think I've read most of the mangas now, and at the moment I think drama's better actually, maybe just because like dramas, they tend to skim over the kind of petty stuff in the manga and just get to the real core of the story. Like the manga drags on a little bit, I think. And actually, I've read all the volumes. I got 1 to 7. Yeah, I told you I got a bit obsessed. Like I bought 1 to 7, and the first like 3 volumes were good, and then I feel that the storyline dries up a tiny bit because he basically gets with the girl he like was in love with, but like loads of stuff happens as well, and it's just a bit like, come on, like, you know, no one, this isn't, I know mangas aren't realistic, but this was just pushing it in my taste. Like I don't really know where the storyline's going to go from now on, but maybe once the drama's uploaded, you know, the dramas tend to change the endings, so yeah, I might just watch the whole drama and then I'll get like a rough idea of what happens. But yeah, that's one that I discovered whilst I was there. Hana Yori Dango, I got volume 1 of that because in the discount bookstores they sell it for like 100 yen, which is about 50p in England. And I was like, because I like the drama, I was like, I might as well get the manga and just read it and see what it's like. At the moment, this is an example where I don't like the artwork. It's typical 90s shoujo artwork. Like, you know, like Fushigi Yugi. If anyone's read Fushigi Yugi, it looks a bit like that. Like this kind of vibe. But I was like, you know, I shouldn't judge. I'll try and read it. Yeah, this very Rose of Versailles type stuff. It is a good manga, like it is. I can tell. I think it's one of the best-selling mangas ever in Japan, and I can tell why, because it is good. One problem I'm having is not all the kanji have the readings on them, so I just have to look some stuff up. But most of them, actually, weirdly, like most of them do. So it's not been too bad so far. To follow up, this is one of like the weirder ones I got. I did also get this because I like the cover, but also because I've heard that it's had quite a lot of advertising in Japan. It's called Shirokuma Cafe, and it's by Higa Aloha, definitely a pen name, I don't know where that name came from. This is like the cutest manga I've ever read. It is so cute. It's got like no people in it basically. It's based around this polar bear who owns a cafe, and he like, yeah, and it's about him and his friends. Oh my god, it's so cute. This was expensive for a manga. This was 640 yen, which to me is expensive. That's about like, I think it's okay, it's like £4, but yeah. Yeah, look, oh look, it's him and a panda having lunch and a penguin. Oh my god, yeah. There's 5 volumes of these. I don't really know, nothing much. It's one of those mangas where not a lot happens. They just like, you know, go for tea and like talk and stuff. So I don't know how they managed to extend it to 5 volumes, but I think now that I'm not in school anymore and I've like, you know, left university and stuff, I'm finding kind of high school mangas a bit dry. Like, cause I've read so many high school based mangas, and I know they're really popular, but I'm kind of looking for stuff which isn't just based on high school stuff. So I know Hana Yori Dango is, but other than that, like everything I've bought, I've tried to make it like out of that context because it can get so stereotypical. Like, you know, that film series Kimi Todoke, which I don't know how that translates out actually. It's like, I'll give it to you, I'll pass it to you. I know the drama has Miura Haruma in it. That series I think is one of the most popular ones in the moment, and I just don't see why. Like I read the manga and it was okay, but I mean, I don't know, I think I'm just getting a bit bored of the high school stuff, so I'm kind of like, this kind of stuff is actually just the kind of thing I like, it's what's known as a gag manga, so there's a lot of puns and stuff in it, and the kanji has the reading next to it as well, so it's really good. To follow up, I got this one, Meropon dashi. Meropon's the name of the character, dashi is like kind of like an old-fashioned way of being like, her, like, I'm Meropon kind of thing. This is by Higashimura Akiko, who's my favourite manga artist, so I'm really biased. I buy anything that she does. And it's one of the first, I think it's one of the first colour versions she's done. So I was like I'll get it, because I think coloured manga's always good, because you can always, it's like an idea of what they wanted it to look like. And I actually really like her artwork. So yeah, apparently it's based on her son, so she has a 6-year-old son that's based on that. It's about this like alien that wants to become famous in Japan. I'm not gonna lie, the plot's not amazing, but I like her artwork and it is like quite funny. So yeah. Another one by Higashimura Akiko, you can tell I'm completely biased, is Kakukaku shikajika. And it's about her time at art school and how she became an manga artist. It's like an autobiographical manga. This is number 3, and in my opinion, this is the best one so far. Because the first one and the second one were just about how she got into art school, and this is like after she went to art school. It's really interesting actually. So she worked in her father's call centre for 2 years, and while she was working there was when she entered a manga competition. For this manga magazine called Bouquet, who I've not heard of, but anyway, she entered the manga competition there and actually won a prize to be able to publish it. And she was like, the first time she ever wrote her manga was while she was working at this call center company, and she just had no idea how to do it. She just like completely like blagged it. But I think the people working at Bouquet liked her stuff so much that they told her to redraw the manga again and resubmit it. So that's what she did, and yeah, that's what it's been like ever since. Okay, this is like following the trend of like some of the weirder ones. This one's called Kinoko inu, which means mushroom dog. So Kinoko inu, and it's by Aoboshi Kimama. Oh my god, this is like the cutest manga I have ever read. No joke. Alright, again, being biased, I bought it because on the advert it said the Higashimura Akiko had recommended it, so I was like, okay, I'm getting that. And, oh, it's so cute. Oh my god. Again, not high school, this is a slightly trippy plot, like, when I was talking to my sister about it, she was like, what is that? That is, like, the most freaky thing I've ever heard. It's about this guy, and his dog dies. He's an illustrator, and his dog dies. And then one day, like, this mushroom in his garden turns into a dog. Look. I don't know if you can see, it says a mushroom. And it turns into a dog. And that's, like, it. That's the main plot. So then he just, like, hangs with this, like, mushroom dog thing. And they, like, eat, like, you know, takoyaki together. They go to the woods. It's just so cute. And the drawings are good. But, I mean, like, oh, my God. Like, look at that. Like, oh, I love this kind of stuff. Yeah, I was moved when I read this. I'm not gonna lie. Like, there's loads of, it turns out to be loads of other subplots going on. Like, the owner's like dog died, and it turns out that the mushroom dog's been like watching them the whole time. So he's like come back as a kind of spirit to kind of encourage him. Like, if you want to sidetrack a little bit into Japanese culture, like there's a very strong, not religious but kind of Buddhist, you know, feelings about like reincarnation and things like this, like things coming back to help you and stuff. Like if you look up classic Japanese stories like Tsuru no ongaeshi, I can link that down below for you if you want, but it's all about, you know, coming back and like redemption and forgiveness and all this, and that theme's like quite strong in this book. Like, what I think it is, reading it, I feel it personally. It's trippy though, like if you can't handle this kind of stuff, don't read it, because it's definitely slightly screwed up. Finally, I got Oto-men number 3 and number 4, because again, I went to the discount bookstore and it was on sale, so I got these for £1. I've got Oto-men number 1 and 2, I haven't got 3 and 4. I read 3 and 4 online, and I think after volume 5, the story like starts to waver a bit, although they're up to Oto-men 21 or something, volume 21. I read volume 21 at the bookstore. Like, I mean, again, the story hadn't progressed that much. And that's basically it. So I can show you, that's the pile of manga I got. I don't really know where I'm going to put it. Like, I've got so much manga everywhere, but yeah, just thought you'd like have a quick look, and I'll keep you updated on whenever, if I get anything else.